Hi geeks and gamers, welcome to Avermedia. If you are an up-and-coming gamer on YouTube or Twitch, or you're wanting to enter the space, you need to have the right equipment first. And while you can stream directly from your console to Twitch, you won't be able to compete with people who are gaming with the full streaming setup. That being said, you're likely going to need to plug your footage up into your computer with the use of a capture card. But where to start? Today on Avermedia, we're counting down our picks for the top 5 best capture cards to buy on the market. Let's get into it. Number 5, the Avermedia AverCapture HD. Avermedia has only recently entered the video capture market, but are getting a capture on the market because of their lower priced game captures. You can pick up a solid 1080p 60 frames per second capture card from Avermedia for just $99.99, which is a pretty great price, even if you might have some recording latency, which means you will definitely need to be able to also playing the game on a TV or a monitor to not have struggles actually playing in your game. Either way, for an entry price of just $100, you can't go wrong by picking this card out. Number 4, Elgato Game Capture. Number 4 in this list goes to the older capture card that Elgato released a few years ago that still holds up incredibly well. While this card is great for capturing 1080p 30 frames per second video, you won't be getting the same edge that you would get with the newer Elgato capture. However, this capture card still supports composite input, which means if you're planning on streaming older hardware or retro video games, this definitely is the best quality capture card that you can get for that, while also still being able to stream the newer games as well, just in a lower frame rate, but still 1080p HD. Demand for these cards have stayed up because of this functionality, but you can still get your hands on this card for about $150, which is a pretty good deal overall. Number 3, the Avermedia Live Gamer Ultra. While sites like Twitch don't support 4K streaming just yet, if you're looking to get ahead of the curve and record and stream in 4K video, you might consider picking up the Live Gamer Ultra, which is pretty much the only reputable card that works well with 4K video. Having the bandwidth to stream 4K might be challenging in itself, and of course you could always just record your footage through a computer instead, but if you're determined to showcase some 4K video on a console for their exclusives, this might be the capture card for you, if you can justify the $250 price tag. Number 2, Hauppauge Game Capture. Hauppauge is a game capture company or video capture company that has been around for a pretty long time and has been actually pretty reputable in the gaming space. But for only $139.99, you can get a pretty decent capture card that's going to get you 1080p 30 frames per second and is a good route to go if you want to save some money over the original Elgato. This capture card is known for being one of the first HD capture card companies in the industry and still has a pretty decent reputation. Unfortunately, this device isn't supported as much as Hauppauge is more still in the video device industry, not so much the gaming industry, but you're still looking at some solid hardware here, and if you can get your hands on it easily enough, it might be something to consider, especially if you're looking for used capture cards on the market. Hauppauge still has a decent reputation, and this is definitely a capture card you might want to consider.
This video is brought to you by TubeBuddy. We use TubeBuddy to pick the best tags, make our thumbnail, and you can use it for much more. Get the maximum potential out of your channel using TubeBuddy. It's by far the best YouTube extension out there. Check it out using the link in the description below.
And number 1, the Elgato HD60s. If you're looking for the best value and price, the the Elgato HD60s is the best capture card to buy right now. Not only is this capture card 1080p, but it's also 60 frames per second, which is really great. It is easy to set up, has simple HDMI and auxiliary ports, and at the end of the day, provides some of the lowest latency capture in the capture card market. This device is extremely to use out of the box, has actually decent software for capturing and archiving your gameplay, and is extremely compatible with programs such as OBS, which makes recording and streaming significantly easier if you can just plug in and not have to worry about anything else. There's extremely low latency on this capture card, which is one of the lowest latencies on the entire capture card market overall. And you can almost use this card to play directly on the recording stream in the software, even though a monitor is probably still recommended. Even with the steeper price of $169.99, this card is really sturdy, looks great, and easily the industry standard for video creators and streamers alike. This card is highly recommended for everyone. But those are our picks for the top 5 best capture cards. Leave a comment down below if you have any recommendations, or you have a specific capture card and you have experiences you want to share. If you're new, be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on, and be sure to check back with our future videos because you're not going to want to miss what we upload next. We'll see you all next time with a brand new video.